Well, I've always wanted to make a video on this one. July 20th, 1969. The government of the United States had lied to us. Folks, this is a big one, and maybe most of you won't believe it, but I do not believe that we landed on the moon. States that the United States Apollo 11 was the first manned mission to land on the moon on 20 July 1969. There have been 6 manned U.S. landings between 1969 and 1972, and numerous unmanned landings, with no soft landings happening from 22 August 1976 until 14 December 2013. And if you believe that I've got some swampland in DC I'd like to sell you. We've been lied to. Why? Recently, Israel had sent a rocket to the moon, but guess what? It blew up before it got there. And why is it that the NASA program has not done anything since 1976 to 2013 to go back to the moon? Why haven't we gone back to the moon? And guess what? We taped over all of the evidence that we went to the moon by mistake. Right. People, there's more technology in this phone right here. Google Maps has more technology in this phone to go to the moon. We didn't have this technology 50 years ago. So you're telling me that we had a rocket that went into outer space, landed on the moon, and then another rocket blasted off of the moon and blasted down to Earth. If you believe that, you need to have your head examined. It didn't happen, people. You know it. I know it. Everybody knows that it didn't happen. But why do we believe this? The technology with the tinfoil suits, the less than 1 millimeter layer of the so-called spaceship. You've seen the aluminum foil type technology that they used. It's ridiculous. Again, there's more technology in this phone right here than there was back in 1969. 50 years ago. We didn't have the technology back then. We had rotary phones, people. Rotary phones. But we somehow, some way, put men on the moon. Oh, also, we put men on the moon with ATVs. They went up there with all-terrain vehicles, just having a great old time up there in dune buggies, going around racing these ATVs on the moon, having a grand old time. So now you've seen the footage of Hollywood reproduction here. So we had a rocket ship, right? We had the rocket ship that we loaded ATVs on. Yeah, you've seen the footage. We loaded the ATVs on it and shot those up on the moon. And I guess we reloaded those back up and brought them back home. Or are they still on the moon too? We've been lied to. Why? Why have we been lied to? Why the cover-up? Why the conspiracy? Why have we been lied to in such a way? What is this race about? Why do we have Star Wars now? What is this whole thing with Trump telling us that we need to have all of this new Star Trek crap in space, these new 5 gig, 5G Wi-Fi towers in our neighborhoods and the suburbial places now? Why do we need to have all this stuff? Why have we been lied to? I don't get it. It just doesn't make any sense. The public has been lied to on a lot of things. It's a conspiracy. Not a conspiracy theory. It's a true conspiracy against the American people. You and I, our families, our friends, our loved ones have been lied to because you know it and I know it. The technology in this phone is more powerful than the rocket that went up into space. Yes, a rocket went up there somewhere, but there was no men on it. There was nothing on it. They made a movie, I'm sure, but why? It's a good question to ask yourself. Well, I'm done with this video. I've always wanted to say something about this publicly, and now I have. Hopefully they won't come get me and put me away. Think I'm crazy because I'm going against the machine. But that's my take on this. I'm going to call it, it never happened. Peace out.